Okay, so I wanted to talk about the quality issues that have been plaguing this figure. And if you've seen my haul videos and if you've seen my review of this figure already, I haven't spoken about the quality issues about the figure back then, but this is already my second figure. It still suffers quality issues. It's let me start by talking about the first figures. The first figure I had slight issue. It was a little bit of a deal breaker for me, but it's not so much of a deal breaker if you're not too picky with your figures. The first figure I had it had an issue with the knee. If you look here, I don't know how I'm going to show you guys since I don't have that figure already. Look at the knee, it's perfectly molded. But the first figure I had, I don't know if you noticed it during the review, it had some extra plastic that was uncut right here and right here. So the knee could not bend properly, and I mean, you could force it, but it just wouldn't because there was extra bits here that you needed to cut off. You need to cut off some bits here. And it was very annoying because the figure would have jagged edges and the knee area once you're done with it. It had that issue that you couldn't really bend the knee. So that was one issue. That figure would still be acceptable if that were the case. It just wasn't going to be aesthetically pleasing. But this figure, the second copy I had a issue on the wrist, and it's exactly the same issue I had with a old man Obi-Wan Kenobi figure. If you remember my video of that, the whole elbow was frozen, and it's not just because it's a frozen joint that you just had to pry out and all that. There was no physical joint. And it's the same for this hand. You can clearly see it's been molded and it looks like it has a joint. But the truth is, it's a single molded piece of plastic. There is no joint. I've tried bending it and all that, and I realized it's not a joint. It's a faux joint. It's a fake joint because I tried cutting into it and tried to pry it, and there is no joint. It's a solid piece of plastic. If you look closely at the joint, you can clearly see there is no space. There's no gap right there. And it's a single molded piece. Look at that. It's solid. You know, some people are saying, oh, you just put some steam on it. You put it in the freezer. You put some WD-40 on it. WD-40, I mean, it's not going to loosen anything because there's nothing to loosen. It is a single molded plastic piece. And you're probably thinking, how can that happen since the joints are made up, the piece is actually made up of two pieces like this one. The left whip hand has a moving joint, and you can clearly see it's two pieces. But this one, you're seeing it's one piece. And I'm not surprised that they had this because it's happened to me with my old Ben Kenobi, and you're probably wondering how that happens. And the explanation I've heard from some of the resellers and those toy importers I've spoken with is that in the factory, sometimes the operator or in the assembly line, you're short a figure or two, and you have a figure, but it's missing a hand or such. And you don't have time to remold two pieces. What they do is just they get one of the hands and they cast it and they remold it in plastic with the joint. So they mold a single piece hand with a non-existent joint, and they paint it and they put it on, slap it on the figure so they can pass the figure as part of their inventory and production for the day, so it won't be short. And you know, when a QC inspector looks at it and says, okay, there's a joint, okay, and, you know, you can easily miss that. And it sucks because I'm just so sick and tired of my bad luck with Hasbro. If you've seen a ton of my video reviews, I have the worst luck of it. Maybe not the worst. I'm sure somebody has it worse than me, but it's just been happening for years now. And I don't know if there's any magic or superstitious or luck that you have to just touch the figures and find out which one's the best. It just happens. Sometimes I pick through 5 figures and pick the best one, which I feel has the best paint apps, and I come home and that's defective. Or sometimes I just screw it and just pick the first one I get, and I still come home and it's defective. It's just pure bad luck. Just a random thing. And like I've said in several of my videos, you know, things happen for a reason. I still firmly believe that, and there's a reason for this, and it just sucks. It just keeps happening. And thank you for your sympathy. Thank you for everyone who's shown. Oh my God, it's not even funny anymore. I'm on my way now to my local Toys R Us, the closest one to my house, and I'm gonna see if they have another one, because this one is from Toy Kingdom, which was like 20 kilometers away from my house. I'm not going to go back there and return it. There's one that's just 6 kilometers away from my house. It's Toys R Us. Hopefully they have one in stock. I'm going to show it off in this video right now once I do get it. So wish me luck. All right, so I just came back from my Toys R Us store, closest to my place. I picked up another one. Luckily they had one left in stock. It cost me another 26 bucks, so $6. So let's see if we finally get lucky with this one. 3rd time's the charm. I mean, if I'm still unlucky with this one, man, I'm gonna hate Hasbro forever. So let's see. He looks good. Looks okay. Let's see. The pieces seem to be okay. This one okay, and okay. I hope we really did get a good looking one, a better one. So joints seem to be okay. This one's okay. Okay, the knee joint, right, no issue right there, right, and more importantly, okay, there we go, a fully functioning whip hand. Okay, and so is this one. Okay, pretty cool. Oh, okay, there you go, and you can clearly see the difference. I'm gonna show it off once again. This one has an actual joint. It's 2 different pieces. That's why you can move it. The hinge joint, the peg, and the fist sculpt. This one is 1 molded plastic. There's no joint to speak about. You can clearly see how if you look at the correct one, there is a gap right there between, there's a space right there, there's a gap between the actual hand and the peg, while here there is no gap. There's no space at all, and you clearly see it's like 1 solid molded piece. Very deceptive, very sneaky, man. Anyway, so yeah, just glad I got it 3rd time. Yeah, I'm pretty good with this one, and so far the figure looks okay. It's a shame I had to get 3 of the same figure just to get it right, but I guess that's just my bad luck with Hasbro, and I think there's no letting up. I think I'm just gonna keep having this bad luck with Transformers, Marvel Legends, and Star Wars. So it sucks, but I hope this video has been informative in some way, and I hope it has helped you guys detect if there's something wrong with your figure or not. And hopefully, I'm hoping you guys get amazing figures and no quality issues, and it's just an isolated case for me. There you go, folks. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Until next time, thanks for watching.